Your device is just a tool. It is not part of you. You are more addicted to your device than you think.
Right now, a teenager is photoshopping their selfie because as a society, we're telling them they're not good enough.
Internet is like a slot machine. You never know what you're gonna find inside. And this variability of the reward releases dopamine, the neurohormone of pleasure and anticipation of the reward.
Every time we check our phone, we're playing the slot machine to see, what did I get, right? Every time that we check our email, we're playing the slot machine to see, what did I get? Or if you're on a dating site like Tinder, and when you're swiping, each swipe is you're playing the slot machine to see, did I get a match? I'm playing the slot machine to see, did I get a match? And the problem is that this dynamic, these variable schedule rewards, or the slot machine mechanic, is so powerful that it's the best thing at addicting people and putting you in the zone.
The first make you feel excited, but then you have to go back and take a new dose to have the same feeling.
We're so afraid we're missing out, so we use the Facebook newsfeed and the Instagram newsfeed and Twitter to see what others are doing. But actually what we are missing out on the real world, on reality.
And you need to go back to your device to feel good again. Technology is purposefully designed the way to make you use it over and over again.
Have you noticed if you ever log into Twitter, as an example? So there's an extra delay that you don't know how long it's going to take. It's between 2 and 3 seconds, where the number of new notifications on Twitter you have. So why is that there? Well, it makes that into what's called a variable schedule reward. It's like a slot machine. So you're playing the slot machine, and there's a time delay, and in that time delay, your anticipation's building, and then you get to see how many notifications I get. And so you become more addicted to checking it again the next time. You know, each of us have to tune in for our own experience. I mean, what does it feel like when we check our phones 150 times a day? Or what does it feel like if we've been scrolling and had our face down and not breathing very much when we're scrolling for, say, 20 minutes? I mean, how do we feel on the inside?
How do you feel on the inside?
I feel like I don't feel very good after that. I feel like my anxiety goes up. I feel more concerned about what I'm missing out on, who I haven't gotten back to. People think that I'm bad at getting back to them. All of this sort of psychology emerges all because of this one thing in my pocket. And we've never had a media device that literally 1 billion people are kind of being programmed in the same way, where so much influence is in the hands of a few technology designers.
If you want to change your digital habits, do not rely on your willpower. Instead, create structures around you to support you in that. Our brain is very lazy. So when we repeat a certain action over and over again, it starts organizing our brain cells, neurons, into particular chains.
If you're sitting at dinner with your friends and you're texting somebody who's not there, that's a problem. That's an addiction. If you're sitting in a meeting with people you're supposed to be listening to and speaking, and you put your phone on the table, face up or face down, I don't care, that sends a subconscious message to the room that you're just not that important, right? That's what happens. And the fact that you cannot put it away is because you are addicted, right? If you wake up and you check your phone before you say good morning to your girlfriend, boyfriend, or spouse, you have an addiction. And like all addiction, in time, it'll destroy relationships, it'll cost time, and it'll cost money, and it'll make your life worse.
For any company whose business model is advertising or engagement-based advertising, meaning they care about the amount of time someone spends on the product, they make more money the more time people spend. So the game becomes, how can I throw different persuasive techniques to get people to stay, to spend as long as possible, and to come back tomorrow?
I think the problem is when
when people want to be socially connected constantly, no matter what they're doing. And that, I think, keeps people from actually fully experiencing whatever they're actually doing.
Have you ever been in a moment where you're sitting there and you just start using your phone to do something productive? Maybe you're in the back of a car, in a taxi, or you're on public transportation. You know, your phone is always giving you a way to spend time that can be more productive, more entertaining, or more stimulating than reality.
How many times are you checking your smartphone in front of your children, and what kind of behavior is that modeling? You know, if you're a couple, leave the cell phones at home and go out to dinner. Actually talk. People are like, wow, really? I challenge everyone to take a 48-hour digital detox in your own life. Maybe it's Friday night, you plug the phone on the charger, and you don't look at it again till Monday morning. Or take any 2 days, and people go, well, no, I need to check my phone. What are you saying? That's ludicrous. But you know what? I guarantee you will feel better.
Right now, you can choose to intervene. You can choose to create healthy technology habits within your family. Right now, you can choose to moderate screen time exposure for your child. Help them understand and create adventures beyond the screen. Get them outside, get them running around. Get them playing different activities or games inside the home so that their brains and their bodies can develop to their full potential.
They're accused of being entitled. I don't think they have a sense of entitlement. I think they're wonderful, smart, hardworking kids. I think what they have is a systemic impatience. And the problem is they think that satisfaction in life, fulfillment, or even love and friendship happen just as immediately, and they don't. It takes time, and it takes unbelievable hard work. And the problem is they're not learning the skills to make friends. They're not learning the skills to fall in love. They're not learning the skills to talk to people. They're not learning the skills to find fulfillment because it's slow, and it's boring, and it's human. And we're starting to see the results. We're starting to see suicides on the rise. Nobody kills themselves because they're hungry. They kill themselves because they're lonely.
2 years ago, around the same time of the year, I decided to give up my smartphone and replace it with a very basic, no internet phone. At the time, I was working in a senior position in digital marketing industry, which means that I was connected pretty much 24/7. I slept with my phone, and I kept checking it all the time and even felt it vibrating in my pockets when I didn't have any pockets. Giving up my smartphone was one of the best decisions that I have ever made.
I don't daydream anymore. I don't daydream because in every spare second, I'm on my phone. I don't look out at the window anymore. I don't sit under the trees. But history is full of high achievers, daydreamers, like Albert Einstein or Isaac Newton. And we so love to imagine how Newton sat under the tree or Einstein looked out of the window, and this is the moment where they had their best ideas.